Yeah, are you looking for a pumpkin that fucks? Yeah, yeah, she's wearing like a big orange dress.
I make the peach and call me by your name look like a virgin. She's so funny. I love her.
Oh my god.
Well. Which one of us do you think had more time to prepare?
Which one of us decided last minute, hey, we're gonna wear funny hats?
Hey, I want you to know I had the exact same amount of time to prepare as you did.
Okay, well maybe I had something else to do. You don't know my life.
I feel like you did not have anything else to do. Anyway, welcome back everybody to Fruity Cereal. It is officially October.
Yes, it is Cocktober.
Hey Kevin, does this look familiar to you?
Nope.
Kevin, you bought me this. You bought me my little...
Give it back.
Okay, open up. What was this for, my birthday? I don't remember. Christmas?
I believe it was your birthday, yeah.
I think so. Either way, welcome back to Fruity Cereal, everybody. It is October. We have gotten spooky. I am already having a great time.
Yes, are we going to introduce ourselves?
Hi, I'm Trixie Mattel.
And I'm a mountain biking vampire witch from the future.
Fuck my pussy with a rake, Mom. God, we're basically just like a ripoff of let's be real.
Yeah, except, we're not wearing wigs and makeup.
Yeah, we don't put any money into our appearance.
Does this count as a wig?
No, it does not count as a wig, Kevin.
Quills are hair.
Yeah, no, that is made out of like fabric. That's a hat.
Yeah, but it's supposed to look like quills though, which is hair.
No, if it were a wig, it would be made out of something other than fabric and felt. It's not a wig. Stop.
Okay, well, what if you wore a wig? What if you wore like something that's supposed to look like hair, but it's like made out of yarn? Does that count as a wig?
No.
That doesn't count as a wig.
No.
Okay, anyway, what's your mug of the day, Connor?
Oh, yes. My mug of the day is my... Oh, wow, that is very bright. My Snow White Fairy Tale Collection mug. And there it goes. And, okay.
Wait, why does Snow White kind of look like Amy Winehouse?
This was from the Disney Fairy Tale Collection. It was a line of collectible dolls that they released in like 2011, 2010, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, they were all like... we've taken your favorite fairy tale characters and like zhuzhed them up. So they gave Snow White like a weird fall thing. I don't know. Either way, I think it's cute. But this is for anybody that's listening. This is the first day. Kevin made fun of me for not enjoying hot beverages a while back.
I wasn't making fun of you. I just pointed out that it's very ironic that you love mugs so much and yet you don't like hot beverages.
Here's the thing.
Because like that's what the purpose of a mug is.
It is
to hold hot beverages.
I guess, but like I just like the mugs. So today I have a hot beverage, and because I can't just gulp down a hot beverage like a fucking psychopath, I will be sipping very loudly. So if you hear that, blame Kevin.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
Oh, God. Anyway, Kevin, how was your week?
It's been all right so far, I guess.
Nothing crazy. Nothing. How's your monkeypox vaccine healing?
It's okay. It's kind of weird.
It's like this is like our new update in the segment.
Hold on. You can't really see it. The light's too like blown out. Oh, hold on. Wait. Shit. Okay, you kind of can't really see it. You can't see it in this light.
Yeah, no, I think it's more or less.
If you did look at me like in person, like you could actually see it. Like it's very visible. The mark is very visible. It doesn't hurt or itch or anything, but like it was a little strange how visible it is.
I mean,
you have this. Is it the same for you?
I mean, like I can kind of see it on camera-ish. Like there's that little like bump there, but like if I see it in real life, it's more or less totally gone.
Okay.
Weird. I don't know. But anyway, Kevin, I have so many things I want to talk with you about this week. So I want to waste so many things. I want to waste no time. So I'm just going to ask you to just...
there's one thing I wanted to talk about. Have you noticed the lights coming out of my butt like this?
Yeah.
You know how it's usually just red?
Yes.
I fixed it. Turns out it wasn't broken. It turns out it was just there's these two buttons on top of my PC, and I guess I must have pressed one of them accidentally one time, and that's why it was glowing red. I thought there was something wrong with my PC for like the longest time. It turns out
God.
no, you just pressed a button that made the lights red.
I mean, I love it when that happens, when like it seems like the earth-shattering end of the world, and it's literally fixed by the press of a button.
Yeah. I mean, like, here's the thing. There was nothing wrong with my computer, but I thought maybe there was. I thought, like, the red light was like a warning. Like, warning, your computer is about to fucking explode unless you do
Right.
something about it, bitch.
You have exactly 10 minutes to fix it, or else you're in a whole lot of debt.
Yeah. Anyway, let's start off gaily with my segment Sounds Gay. I'm in.
Here's the thing. Oh, God. I wish I was just like... I'm always looking for like prop comedy because I'm disgusting. I was like, what if I just took like a massive hit of poppers? Now you got me thinking about them. I made that reference before. I don't have any, so there's that.
Oh, well, you should have thought about that.
I didn't. No, I'm not. We're not condoning the use of inhalant recreational drugs on this show, so do not do anything.
I mean, that makes one of us. Anyway, so first story is Durand Bernard releases sophomore album Wanderlust. Inspired by Kelly's, the album is kickback therapy. It's nearly impossible to hear a Durand Bernard track and not be moved to something. Dance, sing, cry, and that's just the way he likes it. Wanderlust, his 12-track Kelly's-inspired album, is chock full of lyrics, runs, and storylines that will take you on a roller coaster of emotion. Wanderlust, the album, is what Black Twitter calls kickback therapy. So be prepared to cry, throw things, shout, stomp, zone out, and most of all, feel seen. He wrote in an Instagram caption on Saturday, September 24th, to celebrate the album's release. With track titles like Boundaries, featuring Tired and Exhausted, Rollin', one thing is for certain, Durand Bernard is taking us on a journey, and we are down for the ride.
Okay, let's pretend I don't know who this is.
Okay, pretend, bitch.
Okay.
Next story.
Okay, fine. I was hoping to have an engaging conversation. You just said no.
Yeah. Anyway, next story. Jeopardy champion Amy Schneider ties the knot to Genevieve Davis. Amy Schneider, Jeopardy's most successful woman to play on the show and the first trans contestant to ever qualify for the Tournament of Champions, revealed she and girlfriend Genevieve Davis got married back in May. In an Instagram post on Tuesday, September 27th, Schneider revealed the two wed in a small private ceremony at the Alameda County Recorder, though they plan to have a traditional wedding next year. Our lives have been much too busy this year to get very far in planning it, and we couldn't wait that long to proclaim our love and commitment to each other, Schneider wrote. Congrats to the happy couple.
That is so sweet. I love that. Also, you don't really like hear much about Jeopardy contestants other than fucking Ken Jennings, who's old news at this point, but like it's still the only person people ever bring up when they talk about Jeopardy.
Ken Floppadabadap Jennings.
He's boring.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, congratulations.
Next up, these LGBTQ stars lit up the 2022 Time 100 Next list. Make way for the 2022 Time 100 Next honorees. This year's class has some familiar faces we know and love, all of whom are charting their own paths and making the world a little better. One look, one movement, and one moment at a time, all while touting queer excellence. This year's LGBTQ honorees are Fire Island star Joel Kim Booster, Keke Palmer, authors George M. Johnson, and Casey McQuiston, designer Raul Lopez, photographer Tyler Mitchell, changemakers Alba Rueda and Quentin Bell, and the stylist extraordinaire La Roche. Head to time.com to see the full list.
Absolutely not. But that's actually pretty cool. But Kevin, you did it again with the use. And I don't like that.
Too bad.
Kevin, please.
And our last story for today, Michelle Visage helps Virgin Atlantic announce inclusive uniform policy.
Okay, I need to stop you. I thought you were just going to be like, Michelle Visage helps Virgin. And I was going to be like, oh, she's in Hocus Pocus too.
Yep, that's the plot of Hocus Pocus too. Michelle Visage helps a virgin.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry, but please continue. But she is responsible in any way for these new uniforms, or she's just helping debut them?
She's helping debut them.
Okay.
She's helping Virgin Atlantic serve gender-inclusive realness, squirrel friends. Virgin Atlantic, which dubs itself the most inclusive airline in the world, has ditched its gender cabin crew uniforms, announcing that it will now allow employees to wear the clothing that expresses how they identify or present themselves, according to a new company statement. The iconic drag race judge appeared in a new ad to help spread the word, adding that it's a cause very near and dear to her heart. As a mother of a non-binary child and an ally to the LGBTQ plus community, these efforts by Virgin Atlantic to further inclusivity for its people are extremely important and personal to me, Michelle Visage said. Prepare for takeoff, Henny.
Ew. Okay. But that's actually pretty cool. I do love seeing gender neutral clothing being introduced pretty much anywhere. I was thinking about this the other day. Men's fashion hasn't changed in the past like century, so it's nice to see people shaking it up and like bringing.
Technically, it actually has. Ties are longer now.
Ties are longer now?
Yeah, ties used to be really short and tiny, like back in like the 40s. Yeah, if you ever watch like any like 40s period piece, like the ties are like really skinny and tiny.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like that. Bad vibes. Okay,
yeah.
but
so technically it has changed a little bit.
Yeah, but like if you look at like, if you look at like formal wear for men, like if you show me,
I actually could get someone on the podcast. I know this guy who's a regular at O. Henry's. That's the gay bar that one drag queen got kicked out of for shitting on the floor.
You didn't have to recap it, but okay.
Yeah, I know this guy who's like a regular there. He's actually like kind of like a clothing historian, kind of like.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the right word is. Like
fashion historian.
Yeah, he's like a fashion historian, sort of. But like he also also specializes in like recreations and stuff, like historic war recreations, like that kind of things. I don't know. Okay. He covers a bunch of different time periods.
I would love to have that conversation because. Like anytime somebody talks about like the history of fashion from the 20s to now, it's always women's fashion because that's the most interesting part. Because if you show me if you show me a formal menswear from like 1920, I can find you that same fucking suit in a men's warehouse today. It's boring. There's no color. It's the same cuts, colors, patterns. Men suck. Men. Let's generalize about men, Kevin.
Let's generalize about
copyright.
Men.
No, I'm not going to get taken.
Are you sure that song is copywritten?
Are you calling Rachel Bloom an idiot? Of course it's copywritten.
Okay.
We're not getting taken off the internet by Rachel goddamn Bloom, okay?
I would like to
see Rachel, if you're watching, I worship you.
I would like to see Rachel Bloom fucking try.
Are you looking for a pumpkin that fucks? I sent you that TikTok, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it's her on her way to, I believe, the Emmys. And she's dressed in this gorgeous
orange dress. Wait, I remember. Yeah. Are you looking for a pumpkin that fucks? Yeah. She's wearing like a big orange dress.
I make the peach and call me by your name look like a virgin. She's so funny. I love her.
She is. Are you watching her new show on Hulu?
No, but it is in my saved like to be watched list.
Okay, so I need to make a Hulu account in order to do that.
Yeah, that would help. Okay.
Because my sister and brother-in-law have disabled their account because they don't watch anything on there anymore.
Oh,
they deactivated their account. So, or not deactivated their. I don't know. Is that the right word?
Canceled the subscription.
They canceled the subscription. Yes, that's what I meant to say.
Oh, Kevin.
Moving on.
Yes, please.
So that concludes our segment. Sounds gay. I am in.
That went by so fast.
Yeah, not a lot of news today. Not a lot of news this week.
Oh, okay.
I guess except for 2 big gay movies coming out this weekend.
Bros.
I was gonna say Hocus Pocus 2 first. Hocus Pocus 2 and then Bros.
Not the like landmark film that's possibly going to be setting the trend for the years coming. No, the sequel to the 1993 Bette Midler comedy. It's a gay movie that just came out.
I mean, let's
Oh,
face it, which
God.
one are gays actually paying more attention to?
Oh, shit. Okay, good point. I mean, that being said, I almost feel like I'm being guilted into going to see Bros. Does that make sense?
I understand how you feel, but like I've been a fan of Billy Eichner for like a long time, so like I'm gonna see the movie anyway.
Same, but
and also it's produced by Judd Apatow, who I believe was the director of He's the director of Bridesmaids, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, he's the director of Bridesmaids. Yes. Oh no, wait, was he the director or just the producer?
I think he was the director.
Whatever. Either way, I love Bridesmaids, so he makes funny shit. Okay, Judd Apatow makes funny shit. So point is, he's the producer, so like, it's probably gonna be funny. Probably.
Yeah. I'm sure you must have seen this. People are like review bombing Bros like 2 weeks before it even drops.
Of course they are.
And
didn't Rotten Tomatoes change like their thing that like you can't review a movie before it comes out?
I don't know about that, but Billy Eichner was like, "Hey guys, my review already has bad reviews despite it not being released yet. Please go see the movie and like prove the homophobes wrong because these people are trash."
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's what it is. It's like, this is our world.
Mm-hmm. But let's talk about the other side of the coin. Hocus Pocus 2, Kevin.
So I actually just saw it before recording.
I was going to invite you to watch it with Lauren and I last night, but we couldn't figure out the group watch thing, so we just gave up.
I don't know. Okay, so you are the one who you are the first person to ever tell me about this group watch feature on Disney Plus. Like,
here's the thing: it's only available on the browser. Like, they send you like a link.
Oh, so you can't do it like on like the app. Like, I can't watch that like on my PlayStation.
I don't think so, because I tried going on my PlayStation and it didn't have that group watch feature.
I mean, that's pretty much where I exclusively watch Disney Plus. Well, actually, sometimes I watch it on my phone, but it's mainly the PlayStation.
If you're gonna sit down to watch a movie like from beginning to end, you need to watch it on a big screen. Like, that's necessary.
Well, what if you're traveling?
I mean, then I don't know. I mean, the amount of ways that you can consume media this day and age is like, you have so many choices. Do whatever works best for you in the moment.
Well, I like to have fun.
Yes, exactly. But so you did see the movie?
I did. I literally saw it. Like, I literally finished up watching it like an hour ago.
Okay, 3 words to describe the film.
Okay. All right. Serviceable.
Okay, fair enough. I would say unnecessary but fun.
Okay, yeah, that works too. It was pretty unnecessary, but like, yeah, it was fun.
Here's the thing, like, we were just talking to our producer Nick Pod Daddy before we began filming today. He told us that he has never seen the original 1993 movie Hocus Pocus, and he had no idea what the context was of us making all these jokes about virgins and kids who don't fuck. But
yeah, like, I mean, literally, the whole movie is about this whole town roasting this child for not having sex, for not getting his underage dick wet. That is a sentence I should not be saying out of context.
And it's not like just a couple people here. It's his sister. It's his potential love interest.
His younger sister.
His younger sister. Like, the town bullies, like fucking random strangers that they meet on Halloween night. Like, it is hilarious how many people are like, "Oh my god, you're a virgin? Oh, how embarrassing for you."
Even though it is 15.
Yes. Oh god. But yeah, so going forward with the sequel, here's the thing. I was whole hog into this movie like before the credits even started rolling. The whole reason you're going to see this movie is for the main 3, Bette Midler, Kathleen and Jimmy, and Sarah Jessica Parker. Mm-hmm. I have already forgotten the names of all the new characters introduced for this movie. I know there was a joke.
I remember one of them is named Becca, and I remember there was like a running gag where Sarah calls her Edward. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But beyond that, I don't remember. I remember there was the character of the Reverend that
wait. Sam Richardson's character's name is Gilbert. I remember that.
Gilbert, that was it, yeah. But these characters left absolutely no impact on me. Like, not in the same way that the original movie did. So I felt like that was a big flaw there because you cared as much about the protagonist as you did the Sanderson sisters.
I don't think they spent enough time establishing these characters. I feel like they got into them bringing the Sanderson sisters back. Like, I mean, yeah, spoiler alert, that's what happens in the movie. That's the basic plot.
Yeah,
is that
exactly.
these kids bring the Sanderson sisters back from the dead. It's like, it's not exactly revolutionary, guys.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they got into that way too quickly. It's like I feel like we should have gotten more time to get to know these characters, just like a little bit more, just like maybe like a scene or two more of character development.
The pacing of this movie was a big flaw because it felt like I was just going way too fast, like throughout everything.
Yeah, it did feel a little. It did definitely feel fast.
At its core is a mercy because I don't think I'd want to sit through this movie if it were any longer than it is. Because I found myself toward the end being like, how much time do I have left? And I mean, here's the thing. The movie's fun. It's fun, but it's definitely not something you're going to watch if you haven't seen the original, if you don't enjoy the original.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I don't know. But it was absolutely like the musical number. Like that is arguably the most iconic part of the first movie when they sang, I'll Put a Spell on You. This movie obviously had to have not one, but two musical numbers. The first of which is played almost like a comedy because the Sanderson sisters get resurrected, just immediately jump into a musical number, and the other actors, the other characters are like, "What are they doing? What are they? Who are they singing to? What's going on?" They're like almost acting like what's his name in Enchanted, being like, "How does everybody know this song? What's going on?" And it was cute, but totally unnecessary and stupid. But,
do you remember in the when did this movie come out? I think it was 2014, the 2014 Annie remake.
The one with Cameron Diaz?
Yeah. Do you remember how they made like Cameron Diaz, who was playing Miss Hannigan? Do you remember how they like made this running gag about how she was like the only character who was aware that she was in a musical? And she's like, why is everyone singing? Despite the fact that she has a song herself.
It's actually kind of funny that you think I've seen the 2014 remake of Annie.
Oh.
I think I've mentioned this on the podcast. I hate plucky singing orphans. I hate.
That's so specific.
No.
What,
Annie,
Connor,
Oliver Twist,
okay,
Madeline.
Twist. Okay, Madeline.
Bruce Wayne barely makes the cut. I fucking hate orphans
Bruce
that
Wayne
are like.
Doesn't, okay, well, I mean, he did in that one episode of Harley Quinn, and that one episode of Batman the Bold and the Brave. Although I doubt you've seen that.
Show me a child that says, "Gee Willikers, jumping Jehoshaphat. I sure am lucky to have an adoptive father who's a millionaire." Fuck you. Fuck you and your ratchet ass wig. I hate you. Go die.
What? That doesn't happen to Madeline and Oliver Twist.
No, Madeline never gets adopted. She just stays at the school with Miss Clavel.
Yeah.
She learns to be happy there.
Yeah, and Oliver Twist just what happens? What happens to Oliver Twist at the end? I don't.
Fuck if I know. He found some food. I don't know. I have a story, but it's very much a tangent.
So wait a minute. Do you also? So wait. Does a series of unfortunate events count in this category?
They don't sing, so they're fine.
They don't sing, so they're fine. No, it's the
But
villain who sings in that.
Exactly. Here's the thing: the Baudelaire orphans make the grade because they're very much realist. They're grounded in reality, unlike everybody else.
I don't know if I'd say that. I don't know if I'd say they're. The thing about a series of unfortunate events is not a very grounded series.
No, but like you know what I'm saying. Like all the other characters are complete airhead. Like they're like, oh my god, we have to keep them safe from Count Olaf. Here, Count Olaf, make sure Count Olaf doesn't get. And they're like, are you all fucking stupid? Have you all got amnesia? This isn't fair. They didn't get out of the continuity car. But I like them because they're not like recklessly optimistic and like constantly looking at the sunshine. No, they're like very much like we're just trying to survive and not get murdered.
I mean, they do try to look optimistically at things like
but it's not ad nauseum to the point where it's their only personality trait. You know what I mean?
No, of course no. Although sometimes they do tend to make like their only personality traits like the three things that they're good at, like the
baby bites, like, the kid learns to read a book, and she puts a bow in her hair.
But she invents things, Connor.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Okay, anyway, we got off track. Big time.
I never saw the 2014 remake of Annie. Sorry.
We were talking about like
Hocus Pocus 2.
Hocus Pocus 2. Yes.
Wow. Oh shit. We took a We took the scene.
How did we get from Hocus Pocus 2 to a series of unfortunate events?
This is why we made the podcast, so you can sit in and join in our really weird conversations. If you have enjoyed the conversation so far, please give us a like and follow us on YouTube at Empty the Bench. Please. Fruity Cereal across all social medias. Are you... Okay. Kevin is saying subscribe if you can't hear him because I can't hear him, so why would the audience be able to?
I don't know, Connor. Maybe you're not sensitive to hearing.
I'm going to unsubscribe because of that. That was bullying. That was ableist. Fuck you. I am actually going deaf. How dare you?
Are you actually?
I don't know if you, I must have told you. When I lived in Orlando, I lived directly behind Magic Kingdom, Walt Disney World. I was next to the launch zone for the fireworks. So every single night at 9 p.m., I would hear explosions. And it was not good. And I am actually starting to lose a tiny little bit of hearing. It's great fucking learning that at age 30.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it's whatever. But we were talking about Hocus Pocus 2. Okay, so Kevin, what did you think about the musical number in the sequel? Like, did it...
I was like, okay, you guys are doing something. This ain't as good as the first one, but like, I get what you're doing. You can't just do the same exact thing, like, again. Like, you can't do the same song again. You had to like mix it up a little. So it's like, I give them like a B for effort.
Absolutely. When my friend Lauren and I were watching the movie, she was like, "Oh, I just thought they were gonna do the same song again." I was like, "How on earth would that make sense?" And she's like, "I don't know. I just wanted it." Because
I mean, to be fair, the song in the first movie was more appropriate because it's about spells and they're witches.
I mean, it is, but this one made sense because they're trying to seek out the mayor, so they're like, "I'm gonna get you, haha." I get it.
Which it didn't work. Like,
it did not work. Their spell failed, and they're like, "Oh, we bewitched this entire town. They're useless. Let's just fuck off and do our own thing." And I was like, "Okay, you just left a mob of people dancing in the street who did eventually find the mayor." Spoiler, but then. It went nowhere. But
it's too late. The Sanderson sisters were gone. They were somewhere else. I don't remember exactly where they were.
They found the mayor. They flash mobbed him, and then they woke up, and they're like, "Oh,
and
man,
he didn't get his candy apple."
Let's talk about the fucking candy apple arc in this movie.
This
was the weirdest thing. It was okay. So the character of the mayor is like,
I think his name was like
focused.
I think his name was like Trask or something.
Yes. He's a direct descendant of a reverend that banished the Sanderson sisters from Salem.
And he's played by Tony Hale, in case you care about actors.
Yes. And he is laser set focused. His entire goal for the night is to go to this one fucking like candy stand and get a caramel apple from this woman named Sarah. I don't fucking remember.
I think it was like Sally's
candy called
Sally's seasoned sloppy sick candy corn
sure
squishy.
But that's his entire motivation. Like, that's his entire reason for being on the screen is to get this fucking candy apple. He doesn't get it. He gets a cheap one from Walgreens, and that's it. That's it.
Which, how much do you think Walgreens paid to be in this movie?
I don't know, but it's definitely made going to work like a delight. So, Lauren and I both we both work at a pharmacy, so it was fun to see them enter a pharmacy in this movie. So, oh god, this movie was just. Here's the thing: I'm not buying it on Blu-ray. Like that, I'll leave it at. That's
well, you don't have to. It's on Disney Plus.
Here's the thing: I've made this argument before, but not with you. I am a huge fan of physical media because Disney Plus edits stuff all the time.
They do.
They'll take stuff out. They'll add stuff. If you want to see the movie in its original format, get the physical release because they can't fuck with that. And like, it's one of my favorite examples.
You know what? You know what? I'll let you go first.
Oh, what a change of pace. Thank you. So one of my favorite examples is this Jim Henson movie called The Christmas Toy. Have you ever heard of this one, Kevin?
No.
Oh, it's a very lesser known. It's kind of like Toy Story before Toy Story became a thing. It's done with Jim Henson's not the Muppets, but it's made with Muppet puppets.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same story. What if the toys came to life and Christmas morning they discovered that they were going to get replaced? I had the original VHS tape of this movie, and the movie opens with Kermit the Frog dressed as Santa Claus on the roof of this house saying, "I'm at the house of the so-and-so family. Their toys come to life. You're going to see them go through a typical night on the night before Christmas. Let's go." And if you get like a DVD today, that entire thing is cut out. Kermit is nowhere to be seen, and it fucking kills me.
Really?
Because
Why?
I do not. It's probably a licensing thing. Honestly, everything comes back to money, Kevin. That's the whole reason anything happens in this world.
Interesting. How interesting.
But it was like, it's not the best movie ever, but I absolutely loved watching it as a kid. So to get the DVD and not see Kermit, I was like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, Connor, have you ever talked to a Star Wars fan ever?
I try not to.
Okay, because Star Wars fans complain about the edits of the original trilogy all the time, and rightfully so, because the original cuts are gone. Like, you can't find them anymore.
George Lucas is personally holding them hostage, saying, you have to watch what my vision before it was, not how it was originally produced.
Now here's the thing. I don't understand why Disney hasn't done this. Why can't Disney get the original versions and put them on Disney Plus? They should do that. I don't know why they haven't.
It is a potential gold mine. Let's be real. That is they have so many people willing to pay out of pocket to have access to these original versions, and they're just not doing it.
I know.
And it is such a
and
nice
also personally, all the people all the Star Wars fans were like, oh, Disney ruined Star Wars. This would be I don't know if it would exactly win them back, but it would at least win some favor with them.
Here's the thing. Disney wasn't even in the picture when these edits went through. This was all George Lucas being like, oh, I have access to CGI now. I'm going to add CGI rocks to that one scene with R2-D2. I'm going to add whole alien characters and replace the Muppets that we used. And the art form it's very disrespectful to the people that were doing those special effects initially in the 1970s. They're like, you had 3 people manning a puppet and only to find out, oh yeah, we replaced your hard work with a fucking CGI thing. It's rude. It's very rude. And then,
oh my god, we
superimposed.
I'm sorry. I got scared. I got scared. We went through something. Something just happened.
What happened?
I don't know. One of us, our Wi-Fi was bad. We were slowing down. It was scary.
It was your Wi-Fi. I'm still working over here.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Which here's all that would be fine if the original version was available to watch too. Exactly. But there's only some DVDs out there that are on that you can find on eBay. But who knows how much money they cost?
And you know what? Let's talk about the Star Wars Christmas special or the holiday special.
Well, that's just on YouTube because
and it's on YouTube illegally because George Lucas refuses to play ball and is like, I'm never releasing it. You can't have it. And it's like, okay, well, we're just going to do some illegal and shady shit.
But here's the thing now. With that and the original cuts, George Lucas ain't in charge anymore.
Yeah,
he doesn't own this shit. So Disney, what are you waiting for? Unless he actually does. That was part of the contract.
I believe that was part of the contract is you have access to the edited version of Star Wars. The original versions are my property alone.
That's so lame. I hate that.
It's bullshit. But what are you going to do? We'll wait till he dies and his estate will release him. Hopefully to squeeze some money out of his corpse.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kevin, I forgot what I was going to say. Something about Hocus Pocus 2?
Are we still talking about Hocus Pocus 2?
I don't know. I feel like we've said everything that needs to be said. Is this movie exists. Go check it out.
Yeah. Connor, do you think Sam Richardson is cute?
Who is that?
Gilbert.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I found him. Here's the thing. I wanted him to get together with Billy. I wanted them to have a relationship. I thought they were cute.
Corpse.
Yeah, okay, corpse bride, and nobody bats an eye when it's a heterosexual couple, but homosexual, ooh, stop the presses.
No, I'm pretty sure a lot of people batted their eyes at that too.
Yeah, either way, I don't know. He's okay. Why?
I don't know.
Okay, fine, sure, yeah, okay, yeah, he's fine.
I don't know. I don't know. He's kind of cute.
There was one student in the school. He was the not bully. He was the one that dressed as a football player that was being chased by the sisters. You know exactly who I'm talking about, right?
The girl, that one girl's boyfriend.
Yeah, Cassie's boyfriend or whatever.
Aha! You remember the character's name.
Gotcha. I remember the character that didn't get introduced until Act 3. Or didn't have a role to play until Act 3. Yeah, her boyfriend. Kevin, how old do you think he was in real life?
I don't know, mid-20s?
No, I thought he was at least 30.
Really?
Yeah, he looked old. He looked very out of place.
I
I
didn't
was
think
very not
so.
into it. I hated it.
I don't know. Like, I was surprised to find out that, like, Jacob Elordi from Euphoria, I was surprised to find out he was only, like, 24, so, like,
Oh.
I don't know anymore.
That was kind of a-
I thought that man was in his, like, 30s, but, like, no, he's only, like, 24 or 25. He's just tall.
He's just all right, fair enough.
He's tall and Australian.
Oh God, nobody knows
So,
that.
and this guy was not very tall, but, like, I don't know, maybe he's Australian.
Okay, sure. Anyway, I think we've said all that needs to be said about Hocus Pocus 2, so go check it out if you feel like watching a movie. That's the best thing I can say about it. Although I was genuinely kind of not even hoping, I thought it was going to happen. There was going to be a scene where the Sanderson sisters get resurrected and make a very obvious, like, looking at the camera and be like, hey, we're older than we were the last time we came back. What's up with that? They don't mention it once.
No, that would have been a fun
kind
little...
of obvious.
And here's another thing. I think this movie should... Do you think this movie's release should have been delayed by 1 year? You know, just so that, like, it would be the 30-year anniversary?
That was, yeah, no, it absolutely makes sense. But they even brought it up. They're like, oh, 29 years ago.
Yes, they said, like, 29 years ago. And it's
they
like...
knew what they were doing, but
it's like, I don't know, I guess they didn't want to wait 1 more year. They're just like, no, we got to get this out now.
Oh, also, at the very end, Lauren is convinced that the ending of the movie, which, did you see there's a post-credit scene?
Yes, I did see the post-credit scene.
She is convinced that this is leading up to be a Hocus Pocus TV series following the 3 new characters. And I was just like, there's no fucking way. You do not have Hocus Pocus without the Sanderson sisters. And they gave them a pretty definitive ending in this one.
I mean, they're clearly teasing something else. I mean, it kind of was a good definitive ending. I mean, they oh well, I don't want to spoil the movie. It just came out.
I mean, fair enough. Oh God, I want to say something about Bette Midler's performance toward the end of the movie. It actually upset me.
Oh, okay.
For reckless abandon. If you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch our podcast. Okay? Can we just
Connor, I think I don't think we should spoil this movie. It just came out. Like, give people a chance.
But like,
Connor, can you just word it without spoiling it? Like,
Kevin, let me make this argument with you. How many times have we gotten more than like 20 viewers on launch day?
I don't know, Connor.
I'm not to be self-degrading, but like, let's be realistic.
I don't know, Connor, but like, if you can't say it without spoiling it, don't say it at all.
They turned Bette Midler into like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. Like, it's not, her acting choices are very much not Winifred Sanderson, and I'm not a fan.
Okay, all right. Well, whoa, my voice just broke. What happened there?
Oh no, the other ball drops. Anyway, Kevin.
Oh my God.
Sorry, it's low-hanging fruit. Sorry. Oh God.
You know how badly I want to make a comeback to that, but you know I can't.
Oh, Kevin, no, you can't. You can't. Anyway.
Yeah. But I just want to let you know. I just want to let you know.
Anyway, Kevin, that being said, if you're not insulting me, I'd like to move on to my segment called Hyperfixation of the Week.
Oh, that wasn't it?
No, that wasn't it. Kevin, I love how every week you're surprised that the stuff that does not have the banner underneath it is not my hyperfixation of the week.
I know.
Anyway, Kevin.
So, Connor, because I watched Hocus Pocus 2, you have until next week to watch Bros.
I mean, fair. I was going to see it tomorrow anyway, so sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's my day off tomorrow, so I was like, I may as well. I'm gonna get a haircut and go see Bros.
Okay. Shit. All right.
Okay. Challenge accepted. Anyway, Kevin, 2 weeks ago, you made a promise to me that you did not keep. You told me at the end of episode 9, you said next week we're going to be talking about Mckamey Manor and all those extreme haunts and stuff.
Oh yeah, I did say that. That was a lie.
Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't, because we're holding you to that promise today. We are holding you to it.
I forgot to put my phone on silent. Very unprofessional of me.
Very unprofessional.
Yeah.
That being said, Kevin, I would like to show you a photo very quickly. Pod Daddy, please, if you
Oh,
have.
that's why you were asking for the photo. Yeah, I know who that guy is. That's the weirdo. That's the weirdo redneck that runs that bitch.
That is Mr. Russ Mckamey, the man who runs the Mckamey Manor haunted attraction type thing.
Which,
Kevin,
have you actually seen the house itself? It's not a manor. That's just a house.
oh no, it's not. But now it's like a franchise. Like they split it up amongst the country. Like, oh, Kevin, we have so much to talk about. But I just want you to look at this face and tell me, if he were not doing an extreme haunted house that was currently being investigated, do you think that he would be a serial killer?
I don't know about serial killer, but probably a pedophile.
Here's the thing. This face is giving me very strong, like, John Wayne Gacy in Pogo the Clown makeup vibes. Like,
But
oh,
like
wow,
out of the makeup, right?
yeah, like, wow, he doesn't look so harmful, but meanwhile, he's doing horrific acts of, like,
I don't
horrible
know.
things.
I don't know. He's kind of giving me Deliverance vibes.
Either way, I want him off my screen because his teeth are yellow and disgusting.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So Mr. Russ Mckamey runs an attraction called Mckamey Manor and is what is known as an extreme haunt.
Which is basically just legalized torture.
Okay, so let's talk about this.
Actually, it's not basically. It is legalized torture. It literally is legalized torture.
It's not even like the fact that it's legalized. It's just that it's not illegal. And that's somehow worse. Like,
yeah, it's just
legalized torture
you can get away
like,
with anything if you just have waivers and let people sign them. Like,
oh
you can
God.
peel fingernails, you can waterboard them.
Yeah, then you are do not bogart my segment. Oh, I swear to God.
Okay, all right.
That being said,
sorry, you can get into it.
No, you already started. So let's begin with this. Mckamey Manor is like, if you like Halloween Horror Nights, you're going to hate Mckamey Manor. This is a place where you sign a waiver before you go in. And this waiver is like 4 pages long. I actually have it saved up here, and I'm going to be reading some of the disclaimers. So get ready. But you agree to have all of these horrific acts. The actors not only can touch you, they can harm you. They can physically hurt you. They can injure you. They can disable you. And you agree to it. You sign your name at the bottom, a la like I don't even know, like Ariel giving up her voice. It's absolutely fucking insane. People have come forward and saying, yes, I agree to this, but now I can't walk. Oh my God. I don't even have words for this. But the biggest kicker for this is people are coming forward and saying, I was tortured, I was like brought close to death, and they cannot be investigated by the Better Business Bureau because Mckamey Manor does not accept payment in the form of money. They are a charity.
You know what? I remember hearing something about how like they accept like donations for like dog food or something.
Yes. You pay with a donation of dog food.
Also, that's how they get away with it.
Yes, because they are a charity. They cannot be investigated, and therefore it is completely legal for this to go down. And people are scrambling, trying to find a way to get this place shut down because it's not just like people who are in it for the spooky vibes and like extreme haunts. There are people working for this attraction that are, I've already said, they are hurting people so severely. I want to read, like, here's the thing. I had other photos to show, but there's like blood and like injuries, and I didn't want us to get like severely like demonetized and like canceled immediately.
Oh, hold on. Pade has something to say.
Yes.
Mckamey originally did not allow safe words for the tour, but has since reportedly allowed them, with guests having the option to use a safe word that ends the tour immediately. The house operates year-round, and there's a waiting list of over 24,000 people.
Not 2,400, 24,000 people have seen the news articles, have heard the testimonies, and are like, sign me the fuck up. I want to get a nail through my hand.
Yeah, they're probably just idiots who are just like, oh, I bet it's not so tough. I can do it.
Here's the thing.
No, dude, you can't. They're gonna literally torture you. Like,
and here's the thing: with the introduction of the safe words, everybody was like, "Oh, okay, now it's safe to go." There have been cases of like actors at the haunts not obeying the safe words and continuing the torture.
Heard that.
It's Kevin. I want to read you a couple of the disclaimers from the waiver that you actually sign before you go into the Mckamey Manor haunts. So it's not the whole thing because it is literally like 5 pages long. I'll be here all day. But let's just talk about it. Participant fully understands and agrees that they may come in contact with carbon monoxide poisoning in regard to use of artificial fog. Okay. if you've been to Halloween Horror Nights, you know the artificial fog in there. You shouldn't be breathing it in quickly, constantly, but there's very minimal chance of carbon monoxide poisoning. Like, it's not like a fucking car exhaust. So already there's something weird there. Mckamey Manor, participant fully agrees and understands there is no quitting unless serious physical or psychological injury is present. A panic attack does not constitute a serious injury. Meanwhile, first of all, fuck you. Panic attack is very serious. But, like...
First of all, fuck you.
Absolutely. No, don't fuck with my mental health. Second of all, like, why am I not allowed to withdraw consent? Like, consent is king. Oh, God. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, that's what that dude that try guy who cheated on his wife said. He said, I had a consensual workplace relation. It's
okay, that's another thing we got to talk about later.
That was like his one point is like, hey, like, you know, I might be an adulterer, but I'm not a predator, guys.
Yeah, really. Like, I'm not so evil. Okay, participant fully understands and agrees that their tour may include the use of hypodermic needles, zappers, tasers, or dog shock collars. Which, first of all, let's have that conversation. They've included dog shock collars and a list of, like, acceptable torture devices. What does that say about people that use them on their dogs?
Ooh.
I mean, we could go on and on about that, but we don't have enough time.
Good point. I didn't even think about that.
Right. Participant fully understands and agrees that various fluids, such as food coloring, grease, theatrical blood, or other liquids may be placed in the participant's mouth. It is the participant's responsibility not to swallow these fluids. I first of all, don't put anything in my mouth, like, unless I'm consenting. But
which you're not. That's kind of the whole point of this.
But you are, though. You are. It's oh my God.
But you're not, though, because it's like you just. I mean, I guess technically you are by doing this.
To not consent.
Yeah, you're consenting to not consent.
Exactly. All right, number 66. Participant fully understands and agrees that a nail may pierce their hand. Participant fully understands and agrees that their hand may be smashed with tools. Participant fully understands and agrees that their nails may be removed from their nail beds.
That's what I said before. Like, you agree to get your nails peeled off.
I swear to God. Like, this just reminds me of that one scene in Drawn Together. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
I don't actually. I don't.
Oh no, the gang gets like strutted up. If you've never seen Drawn Together, don't. It's incredibly stupid and dated. But the character of Foxy Love, she's like a parody of like Scooby-Doo and like the mystery solving gang. She wanders into a mall.
Mainly Josie and the Pussycats.
Yes. She wanders into a mall, into a Hot Topic, looking for merchandise from her own show.
Oh God,
and then she gets knocked out and put into a torture dungeon where the guy who owns the store says, like, oh yeah, we kidnap cartoon characters here because people love to torture them. And they show like very up close shots of like people getting their nails pulled off and like all that. And that just reading that brought me back to that. And it's like, oh man, that was the one episode I never could watch. Oh, participant fully understands and agrees that they may be fish hooked, which may inadvertently cause rippage to the mouth area. Oh my God, like, I'm just picturing Patrick from SpongeBob. Does this look dangerous to you? And I was just like, why the fuck are people agreeing to this? And then continuing, participant fully understands and agrees that if they are selected to visit the dentist, they may have a tooth extracted without Novocaine and will not hold Mckamey Manor liable. Imagine going to your monthly check. Kevin, imagine coming home to your parents and being like, hey, mom and dad, I had a tooth taken out without Novocaine. Can you help me?
Be like,
and then having to explain.
I'm sorry, I can't do like a whistle talk. Can you do that?
A whistle talk?
Yeah, like
like Herbert from Family Guy?
Yeah, like can you talk like
I don't know.
Like you're missing a tooth?
Maybe you can just. You want to come for some popsicles and we can. I don't fucking know. No, yeah. The answer is no, Kevin. The answer is no.
Okay. Well, neither of us can do that.
Oh God, we're gonna clip that, aren't we? Participant fully understands that it is possible that joints, i.e., jaw, shoulder, elbow, wrist, knee, hip, etc., may be accidentally dislocated, and the participant will not hold Mckamey Manor responsible. Accidentally. And participant fully understands and agrees that water torture may be used.
Oh boy, water torture.
Oh my God.
Let's just bring all the four elements: water, earth, fire, air.
Everything changed when Russ Mckamey entered the chat. Oh God, Kevin, all of these things, and people are still dying to get inside of this thing. And then Pod Daddy also brought up Russ Mckamey offers $20,000 to anyone who completes the tour, but says that no one ever has. Because people, first of all, this isn't like, a 1 hour thing. This is 12 hours. This is like your entire day.
I heard it was 8 hours, but I guess, I don't know, maybe it changed.
They have extended versions.
Oh, they have
8 hours or more. Oh, God. So the 8 hours is the standard tour, but they also offer extended versions. But nobody's ever, people sign up for the extended version, but they never complete it. So it's.
Oh, you also need like a Pod Daddy also says that you need like a doctor's physical, like you need a sports physical and a doctor's check a doctor's letter to say that you're physically and mentally cleared. You need a background check. A
detailed 40
screen
page
via FB, FaceTime, or phone. Facebook, FaceTime, or proof of medical insurance.
Yep.
And Connor, the page isn't 4 pages; it's 4D pages.
Yeah, I misspoke. I was very wrong. 40 pages.
Yeah.
Like I just gave you a very, very minute taste of what actually happens with this place.
Most last an average of only 8 minutes before begging for it all to stop. I saw one video of okay, and you know what? I saw one video, I think that this might be able to take them down. I saw one video of them, they showed people signing the waivers as they're being kidnapped. Because this involves being kidnapped too. And they're signing the waivers as they're being kidnapped. And one of the workers hits one of the people signing the waiver before they signed it. So I don't know, isn't that technically
I feel like that's a gray area that they could be taken down on.
It's I don't know. We need a lawyer on this podcast to take down the case. We need She-Hulk. We need She-Hulk on the case. She-Hulk attorney at law.
Yes, jokes, reference pop culture. Tee funny.
Or Saul. I don't know. Whatever fucking pop culture. Or
Saul.
Yeah, Better Call Saul. Saul Goodman.
Okay, sure. But this isn't a new thing. This has been going on for years. So the fact that it hasn't been taken down, or at least forced to be observed by somebody on the outside, is actually kind of amazing. But it is still going strong to this day, obviously with 2,400 people trying to get in.
And there's I think there's a documentary on I believe it's on Pluto TV called The Art of the Scare, and it's a documentary about haunted houses. And the people on the they are saying this is not okay. Things like Mckamey Manor, these extreme haunted houses, because apparently there's others like Mckamey Manor, the people who are actually work at actual haunted houses are this is not okay. Mckamey Manor is on Netflix.
Oh,
okay, but I'm not talking about a documentary on Mckamey Manor. I'm talking about a documentary on haunted houses in general, and and I believe it's called The Art of the Scare. I think that's what it's called.
All right.
Also, Russ Mckamey records each physically demanding and psychologically disturbing tour on video for his own protection. Wait, how's that for his own protection? I don't get it.
Because if people say oh, this was done without my consent, he can pull up the video and be no, this is exactly what happened. It is what they signed up for. And there you go. However, after seeing that photo, I'm positive he's watching the videos and jerking off.
Oh yeah, definitely.
100%.
Totally.
That's why I had to show you his face before we began, because it is, oh boy. But that being said, Kevin, I just I could go on, but we don't have that much time left. So I just wanted to say, if you want to go to a Halloween Horror Nights type thing, go to Halloween Horror Nights. That's a safe extremism type thing. It's scary and in your face, but you're not at risk of injury.
Yeah, and it's death. And if you want to be at risk of injury, I don't know, just go down literally any alleyway in any major city. I don't know.
Just take a walk down Crime Alley with your wife and kids and your pearls around your neck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's people argue oh, well, they are scaring people. It's yeah, of course I'm going to be fucking scared if I'm going to be literally tortured, but that doesn't mean you're talented or, you're good at your art.
This is the argument I make for most horror movies. Jump scares are the cheapest form of scare tactic, because you did not scare me, you startled me. So with these extreme haunts, I'm not scared from an entertainer. I'm scared for my life. I'm scared for my safety, and that's different.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no art form to it. It's just I'm actually scaring you because I'm presenting you with a legitimate, tangible threat. So yeah, Mckamey Manor, lazy, and yet very hardworking.
Yeah, you're lazy and hardworking at the same time.
It's like a drag queen. I spent 7 hours trying to look like this fabulous diva, and now I'm just sitting on the back of a float waving at people.
I mean, I don't know. That's kind of what I mean. Look, Connor, drag queens don't just wave on floats at people.
The good ones do. The ones that get invited to Pride as like a drag queen of honor, they're like the good ones.
Yeah, but that's because but Connor, they're at Pride. Of course, that's what they're going to be doing at Pride.
Oh God. Anyway, Kevin, I'm done with my hyperfixation of the week because you already took the wind out of my sails. So
I took.
Thank you.
Nothing. I am not a thief. I am a cobbler. I don't fucking know what I'm saying.
No, you do not. Holy shit. Oh, God. Kevin, was there anything else we wanted to talk about? Because I felt like I came in here so hot and I already forgot what I wanted to bring up. We talked about Hocus Pocus 2. We talked about
Hocus Brocus.
No, Todrick Hall doesn't pay his dancers. We're not talking about him.
Todrick Hall does a lot of bad things. Todrick Hall is a problematic person.
That'll be next week's hyperfixation of the week. The bad shit that Todrick Hall has done. Oh my God.
Okay, but that's on you. That's on you, not me. Not me. That's not on me. I didn't promise that.
Here's the thing. I'm not promising it either. Who knows? The hyperfixation of the week is literally just what's been bouncing around in my head for the past week. That was this week. Next week, who knows? It could be apple farming in Connecticut. Who knows? If you hear a cricket, it's because I do have a cricket in my house. His name is Horatio, and I wish he were dead.
Maybe you should just throw a hammer at him like Pinocchio.
I don't know, Kevin. Anyway.
Original Pinocchio. He threw a hammer at Jiminy and killed him.
He did that in the live action movie. Damn.
And he came back as a ghost.
He did. That's right. Oh, man.
Which kind of makes you wonder, like, what was the point of killing him in the first place then?
Yeah, exactly. It's a fan favorite callback. They were released as serials in newspapers, so it's like you didn't know what was going to happen next week.
Oh yeah.
That being said, Kevin, anything else you wanted to toss into the pot before we take it off the stove?
Go watch Bros.
Go watch Bros in theaters this week.
Yep.
And I think that's pretty much it. We're gonna say good night and happy spooky season.
Happy spooky.
Ooh, that reminds me, I had one thing I wanted to talk about. So my house is what is called a teal pumpkin house. Like we only give out non-food treats for Halloween because, like, you know, kids with allergies have a terrible time on Halloween.
I'm sorry, wait, a teal pumpkin house?
Yes, if you see a house that has a teal pumpkin on its stoop, or if you see a kid holding a pail that's teal colored, it means that I either have an allergy and I can't have like chocolate stuff that has peanuts in it, and I need, you know, non-food treats, or the house is offering it. So my house is now offering non-food treats, so anybody can come trick-or-treating. And one of the things I got this year was this delightful little thing that was on sale at my job. It's called what is it? A trick or trade Pokemon cards. It's like for $14, you get 40 packs of Pokemon cards. Like,
oh no,
like
Connor, those are gonna go up in value. You're give.
But like each card comes with like 3 little like Halloween themed Pokemon cards, and this one's hollow, so it's already more valuable.
Oh, so you're keeping that one, right?
I'm just gonna like give it to this one kid, and I was like, "You want these? I don't need them." But I just wanted to open it for the podcast so people could see, like, give these out. Like, here's the thing: Pokemon is a money pit. If you are into Pokemon trading cards, you are spending tons of money that you probably don't have. It's your parents' money. But this is like the most fun thing I've given out in Halloween for the past couple of years. So I'm very excited to hand those out.
Wait, you handed them out last year?
No. What did I say? No, last year we did like non-food stuff, but it's like dollar store stuff, like, you know, the fake fucking vampire teeth and stuff. I want to go up the next level, so I got these little Pokemon cards. Thought they were cute.
Okay.
And again, there's 40 packs for like $14.99. It's a really good deal.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that is a pretty good deal.
I was excited about it. So I'm very excited for Halloween, as if you couldn't tell. All right. Well, anyway, Kevin, thank you again for being such a wonderful co-host. I almost said thanks for joining me again. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I'm happy to be here, Connor. It's not like I'm not here every week. It's not like my face isn't on the poster.
Hey, Kevin, you technically do join me in order to be an active contributor.
I mean, yes, but like...
And I join you. just as our audience joins us on all of our social medias at Fruity Cereal. I am as white as Casper the Ghost right now. What the fuck is going on with me?
Well, I guess we're getting festive already.
Jesus. Oh no, I'm just dying as I'm live streaming my death. Yeah, please follow us on all social media at Fruity Like Cereal. No, at Fruity Like the Fruit, Cereal Like the Killer. I'm gonna stick with that one. I like Cereal Like the Killer better.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling people.
Right. You can follow me, Connor, on social media.
My 3 friends.
Or we could let Kevin interrupt me. Continue.
Sorry, that was a callback to last week.
No. You had something important to say. Please continue. It's imperative that we know what you have to say.
Butt cheeks.
What are your social medias, Mr. O'Lear?
My social media is It's Kevin O'Lear. That's ITSKEVINOLEAR. That you can find me there on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Letterboxd. I was about to say OnlyFans, but not yet. Twitch.
WikiFeet.
What?
WikiFeet.
No, I'm pretty sure on WikiFeet they just have like your actual name. But anyway, and you can find me on YouTube at Kevo Productions. You can find me if you're lucky enough to find my social media, if Kevin lets me actually mention it. My Twitter is Connor F from LI. TikTok is Connor K Fitz 92. And yeah, please follow us once again at Fruity Cereal across all social medias. And we will see you guys next week, where I will not be dressed as a crazy person. Oh, really? I promise. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna. I just realized I think we actually air on Halloween this year. We do have an actual maybe I pulled the trigger a little too soon. Oh no. Oh, we do actually. We do. Ooh, okay. So yeah. All right. Well, that will be coming in the future. Thank you for joining us today, and we will see you all next Monday at 9 a.m. here on the Empty the Bench Podcast Network. See you soon.